Hi everyone, it's Chris from Upmo here, and here's a wee video of me just cooking my lunch, or it might be my dinner, depending how long it takes to do. So I'm going to make a dish called hiyashi chuka, which is a Japanese dish based on a Chinese recipe. So it's basically cold noodles with some random stuff on top. So don't try this at home. This is just a wee thing for you to watch if you're feeling bored and just want to see me sort of mucking about in the kitchen. My hands are washed. I'm going to start with chopping up some seaweed, and this is going to be one of the toppings. So I've tried to do the Jamie Oliver thing and got all my ingredients out beforehand. Hopefully I've not forgotten anything. I'm just chopping the seaweed into little strips. Just put this all in a little container. So we've got some seaweed. Right, the next thing we're going to do is make our sauce. So the sauce or the dressing is the most important part, I think, because it gives it all the flavour. Soy sauce. Okay. A little bit of sesame oil. I'm going to put in a few tablespoons of rice vinegar. To buy some more soon because that's running out. Okay, what next? I'm going to put in some tahini. And tahini, it's like a sesame seed paste. I'm only going to put in a wee bit of that because if I put in too much, it makes it too thick. Put that to the side. And I'm going to put in 1 teaspoon of this, which is Tobanjan chili bean sauce. I'm just going to give it a wee bit of spice. I'll put a big teaspoon because I do quite like the spiciness. Okay, just going to mix that all in. Get rid of the spoon. Right, I'm going to put in some sesame seeds. Don't try this at home. I've already put in sesame paste, but I just think it looks nice with the sesame seeds. Just makes it look a wee bit fancier. Oh, too many. Oof. Guess it just looks super fancy now. That's our dressing so far. Oh, you see that? Nice colour. Right, and now we're going to cut a wee bit of ginger to put in the dressing as well. I'm going to chop the ginger into slightly smaller bits. I'm going to crush it into the dressing. And I just bought this ginger yesterday, so it should be nice and nice and juicy. Just going to shave off all those wee bits of ginger into it as well. Mix that all together, and then I'm going to take a wee taste. It is quite spicy though. Right, chop up a bit of cucumber. Now that's quite a lot of cucumber. I'm probably going to make extra so we can have it later on as well. It's all about the presentation. Loads and loads of cucumber. It's fine though because it's good for you. You're going to chop it into matchsticks. Almost there. This is the first time I've filmed myself cooking, so you can feel the pressure. Okay, that'll do. I'm going to put all that in another dish. Next, we're going to chop up a tomato. The nice thing about this dish is that you can kind of freestyle it a little bit. Don't try this at home. Put on a lot of different toppings, just whatever you fancy. So one of the main ones that you're supposed to use is chicken, which I'm not going to use. I'm just going to use some vegetables. The tomato is actually a fruit. try and clean as you go. Other toppings. Some okra. Small pan. And we're going to start heating that up. And while that's happening, I'm going to get some okra out. One more for the pot. I'm going to wash these. It's nice to eat something healthy after eating so many reduced Easter chocolates. Always good to get some vegetables. And we're also going to have some sugar snapped peas for that, or mange too, whatever you want to call it. I've never used these before, but I've been told I need to use them up because they've gone off, so let's do that. I'm sure it'll taste amazing. Sesame oil in the pan. Hopefully that's hot enough. That other sound is the kettle going because I'm making tea. So I'm going to put these in the pan, and then I'm going to put some pepper with it. Just give it a nice little kick. You can hear that start to cook. Just a bit of sizzle. Right, what next? I'll have some of my coffee that I've forgotten all about, so cheers. That's cold. Now, I'm going to get a couple of eggs. And I'm going to beat them together. I'm going to wash my hands after that, so I've got a little bit of egg on my hands. Hopefully you can hear me over all that crackling. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a tiny wee bit of sugar in with the eggs. Can you see that? Eggs. A wee bit of sugar. I'm going to beat that together. So our okra and mange too, the sugar snap peas are almost done. Nice and bright green. While that's happening, I'm going to boil some water in the kettle, which is going to be what we use to cook our noodles. I would say they're about done. So I'm just going to leave the heat on the cooker, put these in a little dish of their own, and then top up a little bit more sesame oil. And then we're going to cook the eggs. Don't need that. A wee bit of spinach later on as a topping, so we'll take some spinach out. Do I need to wash this? Wash before use if eaten raw. So yeah, we're going to wash it. You can see it's Tesco spinach I'm using. My local. Other supermarkets are available. Chop that spinach more manageable little chunks. Put that in another dish. Before I do that, I better make sure this egg's okay. Give it a wee. Can you see that? Spinach. Another little dish. Oh. There we go. Up to the sides. So this is for the noodles. Don't try this at home. Eggs looking good. Just want to make sure that's cooked. Another sip of coffee. I can never seem to be able to open these things. There we go. I'm going to get 2 bowls to put the finished product in. Just keep them there. And I think our egg's ready. Oh no! It's too ready. It's got a wee bit burnt on the other side. It was all going too good. Right, so I'm going to put that egg, I'm going to put the egg on a plate, and then I'm going to slice the egg into three sections. And then before I do anything else, I'm going to put my noodles in the pot. 1, 2, oof, and that'll be a few minutes. So egg sliced into 3, and we're going to stack those bits. Slightly burnt. Just extra flavour. All stacked up like that, I'm going to cut it into little matchsticks again. So it's kind of the same as what I did with the cucumber. I better have a bit just to test. Tastes okay. Good. They're doing alright. As a final wee topping, I've got a leek. And I'm just going to chop the bottom bit off the leek. So get rid of the root bit. Just this little white bit at the bottom. Now obviously I want to keep the rest of the leek for something else. I'm going to wash this bit that we've just chopped off. White bit. We're just going to use that as a little topping. Don't try this at home. Chop that into lots of little bits. For the record, I've not been having this on a regular basis. It's usually just been toast, cheese on toast, beans on toast, macaroni on toast, porridge with discount Easter chocolate melted into it. So don't try this at home. Quite nice to be doing something healthy. Just check the sugar snap peas are nice. That's good. So we're basically just waiting on these noodles. Shouldn't be too long. Oh, whoop. Try not to do that. Don't try this at home. We're just going to test one of them. Maybe another minute. Edit this bit out of the video. Just me standing about drinking coffee. I think they're going to be ready now. Let's check that's still recording. It is. Nothing worse than doing all this and finding out it hasn't recorded. Pardon me. So they are good to go. Now the next thing I'll need to do, I'm going to run the cold tap. I'm going to pour these through a colander or a sieve. And that's just to get rid of all the starch in the noodles. Can't really see what I'm doing just now, but I'm just folding the water through all the noodles, just making sure it's sort of rinsed them out. Drip the water out. Okay, and then we're going to get a pasta server. Now I've made 2 portions. We'll see if there's any leftovers. Could have done with slightly extra, but that's fine. So noodles in the bowl. Next thing, we can just sort of chuck on whatever you want. We've got all their toppings. You can't really see because of the camera angle, but I'm going to put some egg on there. And then we're going to put some of the okra and peas. Get some of the tomatoes. So it's quite a colourful dish on the go. Cucumber, we're going to put on loads of cucumber because I've made loads basically. Try and use it up. And then what have I missed? Some spinach. That's good for you. And some seaweed. Before we put the seaweed on, I'm going to put the dressing. Sprinkle that dressing on top. It says like a couple of spoonfuls, but I'm going to put on a fair amount because because I like it. Then I'll put the seaweed on top over that. You put the seaweed on before the dressing, it kind of gets a bit sort of clumpy and soggy. Okay. Oh, and then lastly we've got the leek. I'll put that on top of the seaweed. There we go. Perfect. Right, hope you're all doing well. I'll hopefully see you all soon. Stay safe. Bye bye.